I look exotic.
What's going on YouTube? It's your girl Easy Breezy and I'm back with another hair sponsor. Thank you so much, Isee. They sent me this curly lace front unit. Now modeling today, we actually have a new person on my channel, but she's actually been around my circle of clientele. Her daughter actually worked at my shop a long time ago and I used to do her hair. So listen, I guess word spread, honey, because I got her mama in my chair now. So yes, we're gonna do this flawless install on her. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I did it and we're gonna get into a shop talk. All right, so I get asked the question, is it better to wear straight hair on vacation or curly hair? Now, there are pros and cons of both, but I'm going to explain straight hair first. See, the pros and cons with straight hair is it's easier to detangle, which means that it's going to be less shedding and it might have a longer duration. But when it comes to styling, you always have to do something to straight hair to not make it look raggedy. Like you have to flat iron it or you have to curl it or just do something to it. Now with curly hair, on the other hand, sometimes it's not as easy to detangle, so you have to keep your products, in your purse or whatever. But the easy part about it is it's a lot easier to style curly hair because, all you have to do is wet it and comb it out. Now, one thing that I will suggest also with curly hair is if you have to sleep in it, right? If it's not a glueless wig and you can't put it on your dresser at night, then you have to do 2 braids at night and wear a bonnet so the nape doesn't get tangled, as you sleep. So what do I feel like in totality is the best hairstyle for vacation? Honestly, a lace closure glueless curly wig. But if you do want to wear a frontal, just make sure that you don't get it wet. You don't hop in the ocean because you will be looking sticky when you get out. All right, so in this video, I am installing a lovely water wave unit by Isee. Now, as you can see, I did tint the lace already, but this is before I had my lace tint foam, so I was still working with liquid foundation. And even though I will never go back to using makeup on laces unless I absolutely have to, I'm not gonna say that it didn't save my life a few times. All right, you guys, let's sit back, relax, and watch me do this install and hop into a shop talk. So right now I am in my living room doing my voiceover. I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago. I don't even know how I have all this energy, but I'm making some ginger tea on the stove, walking around in my underwear, and I'm just having a great morning. So I really just want to talk about a few things that I've learned lately. So first, I'm reading this new book and it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And when I tell you guys, this book is so powerful and it has just expanded my mind so much. Like in the book, they talk about divine laws, and I've read certain books where they talk about the law of correspondence, the law of detachment, the law of prosperity, things like that. But the way this book really breaks them down is more detailed and just a different perspective than anything I've ever heard or read. All right, so first of all, we manifest what we put our energy into, right? If we think about getting rich all day, we're gonna attract opportunities to make some money. Or let's say you really want to get healthy, so all you do all night on your phone is search vegan recipes, or you follow all these healthy plant-based pages and YouTube channels. You are going to be gravitated toward healthy dishes when you go out in restaurants, healthy ingredients when you go out to stores. It's just naturally what you're going to gravitate to because that's where you put your time and energy. Or, for example, let's say we want to attract healthy love, right? But we understand that love starts from within us. So the more we start to love ourselves, the more we start to treat ourselves good, we exercise, we eat right, we tell ourselves positive affirmations, we're nice to each other, and we treat, ourselves with kindness and grace. We're naturally going to attract people with those same qualities. So long story short, You attract what you put your most energy into. Now, with all that being said, here's where it gets tricky. Remember, we only attract what we put our energy into. Now, that's whether it's good or quote unquote bad. Now, our subconscious mind does not differentiate good from bad, left from right, light from dark, good and evil. It sees everything as one. So when it comes to the things that you fear the most, those are the things that you can attract the easiest. Because let's be honest, a lot of times we find ourselves putting more energy into our fears than to our courage. So for example, let's say we're trying to attract an ideal partner, right? Sometimes we can mistakenly put all of our time and energy into, oh, I don't want him to be like this, or he can't be like this, or he can't have this, or I don't want him, he can't have this. And we put all that energy in the negative side of things that we actually end up doing the exact opposite of what we expect. And we attract that same type of person. And then we end up putting ourselves in the same negative dating paradigms. And we're like, all these guys are the same. I keep putting myself in the same situation over and over. And it's like, no. These guys are not the same. It's just that your mindset is still the same. You're still leaning into the negative parts of yourself and still perpetuating a negative lifestyle. And you're not leaning into the light, the positive, the healthy. That's why you're not attracting light, positive, healthy people. And literally, that's why they say that you cannot love somebody else until you love yourself. That statement should not be taken lightly because that's literally the formula of love. It's loving yourself. It's treating yourself with kindness. It's putting in your mouth only what's going to help you live and thrive and heal you, not things that are going to perpetuate sickness and disease. Loving yourself means leaning into all the things that you know you should be doing the things that you know would make you a better person and you know would elevate your life, not the things that you fear. So in totality, don't ever get complacent. When you know you deserve something, lean into that, strive for that. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid of embarrassing yourself. And we understand the importance of this because why? What we put our energy into the most, what we lean into for the most hours of the day is what we ultimately attract. So instead of saying in our minds, oh, what we fear, what we don't want to happen again, what we hate, let's focus on what we love, what we aspire to be, what will make us better people. Literally only think about the positivity in life. And that's what we're going to manifest. And let me tell y'all something. This is a lesson that took me so long to learn. I didn't truly internalize this by reading books or watching YouTube videos. I learned this by being drugged through the same situations over and over and over again and literally just becoming fed up. And I realized that I was in a really dangerous place. The more I would get traumatized through friendships or relationships, the worse my life got. It's like, okay, I've been through all this stuff. I feel like I learned from it and I should move on. But for some reason, I keep perpetuating the same scenarios over and over and over. And it took me a long time to realize, now looking back then, that my mindset did not change. The more things happened to me, the more fearful I got. The more I went through traumatic situations, the more I clung on to fear and, the fear of that ever happening to me again. And I don't ever want that to happen to me again. And I'm going to look for all the red flags and guys instead of all the white flags. And it's just, I was so focused on negative things in my life, I didn't realize why I was still perpetuating the same, if not even worse, situations. So with all the knowledge that I have now, what do I say with everything that happens to me? Love wins. Love neutralizes everything. You cannot fight fire with fire, or what? The fire grows. Love neutralizes everything. Every time something bad happens to you, combat that with a positive perception on why it was probably meant to happen to you or the bigger purpose for it all. And every time you go through a quote unquote negative experience, tell yourself this: We don't take losses, baby. Listen, we learn lessons. That's it, period. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Why? Because I'm protected by God. And what is God? Love. God is love. I neutralize any negative situation that happens to me with love and a positive perception. Whew. Y'all, that was way more powerful than I anticipated. So let me know what you think about the shop talk in the comments below. Let's talk about it. And in the meantime, let's get back into this install because, honey, these curls though, I am loving this water wave. It's a little bit more loose than deep wave, and it's just giving beach. It's giving, if she don't have a trip planned already, girl, plan one. So once again, thank you so much Isee Hair for sponsoring this video with this 26-inch water wave lace front unit. If you guys want this exact wig, you already know I'm going to put all the information in the description below. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great, amazing, beautiful, prolific, productive day.